Hey guys, we're back in the kitchen. It's been a little while since we've been back in this kitchen, so we're excited to share a brunch recipe with you for April and brunch month. So this is an Austin City specialty, Austin, Texas. So this is called Migas, and this is something that's Patricia Hersey's favorite. So we're gonna try this today. So what I've done is I have butter melting in my saute pan. I've chopped up Roma tomatoes, cored and diced them. We have some black beans because you have to serve them with black beans. We have cilantro, kind of rough chopped there. We have some avocados for serving it. So slice up some avocado. We put lime on them to keep them from turning. We also, it called for jalapeno. I kind of prefer habanero, and so does Patricia. So we are using about a half of a good size habanero. We have some chopped garlic. We have some lime wedges. And one of the main things with migas is you're gonna use your chips that are like left in your bag, your tortilla chips, and you're gonna crunch them up. So for our purposes here today, we have about 18 to 20 eggs, farm fresh from Elizabeth, and they were gorgeous eggs. And we have crunched up our tortilla chips in a bag, and we have about a cup of those. So the first thing we're gonna do, our butter's melting. We've chopped up red onion. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more butter. I lean on that Paula Deen, Julia Child side of, I just love butter. So we're gonna add that to our pan, and we're gonna add, I've got probably a cup of red onion diced and chopped. I'm gonna let that saute, and I've got some left for garnish. I'm gonna add my habanero pepper. Let that saute, and I'm gonna add my garlic. And it's just rough chop. It's about 3 to 4 small cloves of garlic. Put that there. A little bit more butter. And I'm gonna stir that around. Just letting it saute. And we're using our little hot plate burner here, which is a little different than when I'm cooking at home. The smell is absolutely wonderful. I'm telling you, that fresh chopped cilantro, We're gonna let that saute for a while. Now, while we're letting that saute and soften a bit, we've got our griddle out over on the side, which we aren't gonna show, but we've got that out, and we've used corn tortillas. We used butter on the griddle and then put our corn tortillas down, and we're flipping them from one side to the other until the recipe said charred. We're just kind of softening them and browning them a little bit. This smells so good. And as soon as that's sauteed nice and soft, we are going to add our egg, and we're gonna add our 1 cup of kind of crushed tortilla chips. Okay, so I'm gonna add my tortilla chips. Patricia gave me a little tip here as I'm cooking. I'm gonna add my tortilla chips before I add the egg, just to get them a little buttered and toasty in my pan before I add the egg. Switch to the bigger spoon. This is kind of like when you do a recipe that calls for browning your rice a little bit before you add your water. So that's kind of what we're doing. We're getting these chips nice and sauteed. They smell good too, mixed in with the pepper and the onion and the garlic. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of tomato. We've got fresh tomato for garnish after, as well as our leftover red onion. Okay, now we're gonna do our egg. And we're feeding a big bunch here today. So we've got, this is a little more than I'm used to dealing with the egg. I'm gonna get ready to add some Colby Jack. You can use just Jack if you want. I'm letting my egg sit and cook a little bit like you would do an omelet or a frittata. And I'm gonna kind of sprinkle my Colby Jack cheese. We're gonna end up using about 2 cups of cheese by the time we're done. Okay, as you can see, we've got a nice scrambled consistency with all the goodie in it. I added some cilantro to it, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to reach over here and grab one of our little charred tortillas that we're kind of keeping warm. We've used corn tortillas. Grab one off, it's nice and warm and soft. We had a makeshift tortilla holder here. And you can see my plate. I've done some tomato, some red onion. I've got a lime here, some avocado, and of course the black beans. So I'm gonna add a little bit of egg. I'm gonna make a tiny one to taste. A little bit of egg on there. And I'm gonna add a little bit of my black beans, my tomato, my avocado, and a little bit of fresh red onion on top. I'm gonna grab some tomatillo salsa, green salsa, salsa verde. And I'm gonna take a nice taste here with my corn tortilla. Delicioso. All right. Thank you for joining us today for Brunch Month. Enjoy some migas. Thank you.